The next time you hear that police officers don't have body cameras or that their body cameras weren't working, I want you to keep in mind this particular story. As you can see, this is from Photography is Not a Crime, and the headline obviously reads, "Busted, LAPD cops ditch cameras after shooting, killing mentally ill father holding bayonet." Now, I read this story, and I learned one thing that I really was not aware of. The body cameras can be remotely activated, so that when cops claim that they forgot to turn their cameras on, or they just straight out didn't turn their cameras on, these guys have to be or must be monitored, because these guys got a call telling them that their cameras were going to be remotely activated. So these guys that are killing these people, there's got to be video, and if not video, there's got to be some type of an indication when these cops don't have their cameras on. Now, I'm going to give you the entire story, because these particular cops lied and said that they didn't have any body cameras, but there was somebody out there that took video and audio of these guys discussing ditching their cameras. Okay, this took place, well, the story anyway was generated on August the 22nd, which is today. And this crime, this murder of this mentally ill person took place yesterday. The LA cops were busted in a citizen journalist video ditching their body cameras right after shooting and killing the mentally ill father of a 10-month-old child just last week. Right after receiving a phone call informing them that they would be remotely activated. That's the cameras being remotely activated. There's a video which you can see that was published on YouTube on August the 21st that shows two Los Angeles Police Department cops in East Hollywood conspiring to stash their recording devices after they had fatally shot Marcelo Luna. Mr. Luna suffered from mental illness and was reportedly armed with a bayonet-style weapon. "Hey, toss these in the car," one unidentified LAPD cop was heard saying in the video. "What happened?" asked another LAPD officer. "They're remotely activating all the cameras." "Who is?" "It's coming back on again." "Yeah, I know. I just turned it off and saw it come back on again." An unidentified person called me. He said they were activating the cameras. They got a camera. Apparently unaware their conversation could be heard, the cops on the scene denied having any cameras. The Los Angeles citizen journalist who recorded the video and posted it to his YouTube channel, Discarded, asked the two LAPD officers, "Why did you put your body cameras in the patrol unit?" "We don't have any body cameras. We only have vehicle cameras," one of the officers lied. The journalist said, "You just had a body camera." The officer replied, "No, those aren't cameras, those are microphones." The journalist said, "But I caught you on tape saying they're activated. Let's put them in the car." Another officer then said, "Yeah, we have cameras on all the vehicles." "I know, but you just put something in your patrol unit," telling him to put something in his patrol unit. The citizen journalist then asked the LAPD cop who denied having body cameras to identify himself, but the cop refused to answer and walked away. Details about this particular shooting are scant, but LAPD officers have said that the two officers were in a vehicle on patrol when they encountered Mr. Luna, who was in his 40s and armed with a bayonet-style weapon. Officers then shot Luna. He was pronounced dead at the scene by firefighter paramedics. According to KTLAS 5 Los Angeles, police won't say anything at all about what happened before they killed Luna. When the two officers shot and killed him, it was around 1:10 a.m. A bystander, Mr. Joseph Carino, stated he heard somebody running and screaming Friday, and then heard the police officers tell the man to drop his weapon. I heard screaming and then pop, 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 he described. Roxana Villalobos, Luna's girlfriend, said her boyfriend wanted to go outside with the bayonet to feel safe. We were kind of fighting, arguing with each other, she said. He wanted to go outside with a bayonet and I didn't want to let him, she said. He goes, I just want to feel safe. I just want to feel safe. According to Villalobos, Luna was bipolar and schizophrenic and had stopped taking his medication. They had a 10-month-old son together. PINAC, Photography is Not a Crime, reached out to LAPD media spokesman Sergeant Calderon, who he was not authorized to comment on what led up to the shooting or if police who shot Marcelo Luna in East Hollywood were equipped with body cameras. Interesting, Sergeant Calderon was the subject of an excessive force investigation himself after the violent arrest of Omar Abrego, who suffered a severe concussion and multiple facial and body contusions, which caused him to be hospitalized on August 3, 2014. Abrego died the next day, allegedly from cocaine toxicity. But the autopsy listed physical and emotional duress as contributing factors. Prosecutors announced their decision not to charge him February 11, 2016, 2 years later. Despite LAPD's silence about the fatal shooting of Luna, the video indicates the LAPD cops who shot Luna did have body cameras, and the officers conspired to stash them after learning they would be remotely activated. All right, I'm going to leave a link to this particular story and to the video that is included with the story. As you can see there, at the bottom of the story is the actual video itself. So in conclusion, when cops tell you that they don't have body cameras, don't you necessarily believe it, okay? They obviously are going to try to cover their asses and claim that they had no body cameras or that the body cameras weren't working. But as this story indicates, people are watching these guys. People in the police departments are actually monitoring these guys. They may not be watching them, but they're monitoring them. And when they have the ability, when they see cameras turned off, to remotely turn them back on. So this opens up a whole new ball of wax as far as various shootings that have occurred around the country, including that recent shooting in Milwaukee, where the police officer claimed that his body camera wasn't working when he shot Seville Smith.